Sound so fair. If name of truth, are ye fantastical, or that indeed which outwardly ye show? My noble part do you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble habit, and of royal hope that he seems wrapped withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg, nor fear your favors, nor your hate.
Hail! Hail! Lesser than Macbeth and greater. Not so happy, yet much happy.
Thou shalt give kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth. All hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By my father's death, I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic grief. Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal, melted, its breath into the wind, would they had stayed.
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too went it not so.
To thyself same tune and words. Who's here?
The king hath happily received Macbeth the news of thy success, and when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do contend, which should be thine or his, as thick as tail pin post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in this kingdom to great defense, and powered them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay me.
And for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which addition, hail most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with hidden help and vantage, or that would both labor in his country's wrath, I know not. But treat his capital, President, proved, have overthrown him.
Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them.
That trusted home might yet enkindle you unto the crown besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths and win us with honest trifles. To betray is the deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural solicitude cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder yet is but fantastic, shakes so my single state of man, that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me king, by chance may crown me without my stir.
New honors come upon him like our strange garments. Cleave not to the mold, but with the aid of use.
Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered, for every day I turn the leaf to read. Let us toward the king. Think upon what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts to each other.
Very gladly.
Till then enough. Come, friends.
His execution done on Cawdor, or not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I have spoke with one who saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like believing it. He died as one who had been studied in his death, to throw away the dearest thing he owed, as 'twere a careless trifle.
There is no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hadst less deserved that the proportion both of thanks and payments would have been mine. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing which pays itself.
Welcome hither. I've begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee full of crowing. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places our dearest know, we will establish our state upon our eldest, Malcolm, who we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland.
Prince of Cumberland!
Which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers.
Yeah!
From hence to Everness and bind us further to you.
The rest is labor which is not used for you. I'll be myself the herbanger and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor!
Prince of Cumberland, that is a step on which I must fall down or else overleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires, let not light see my deep and dark desires. The eye wink at the hand, yet let that be, which the eye fears when it is done to see.
True worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me! Let's after him, whose care is gone to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
When I burnt a desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me and referred me to the coming on of time. With hail king that shalt be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Clans thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldest be great, are not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldest highly, that wouldest thou wholly. Wouldest not play false, and yet wouldest strongly win. Wouldest have, great clans, that which cries. Thus thou must do if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do than wishest should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who wert so would have informed for preparation?
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had speed of him who, almost dead for breath, would scarcely more than make up his message.
Give him tending, he brings great news. Raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits, that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctuous visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts, and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great clans, worthy Cawdor, greater than both, by the all hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me from beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my fame, is as a book, where men may read strange matters to beguile the time. Look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall, for all our nights and days to come, give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, the temple-haunting Martlet does approve. By his love answering that heaven's breath smells wooingly here. No jutty frieze, buttress, nor coign of vantage. But this bird hath made his pendant bed, and procreant cradle where they must breed and haunt. I have observed the air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometime is our trouble, which we still thank is love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God, I'll ask for your penance, and thank God for your trouble.
All our service, in every point twice done, and then done double, we're poor and single business to contend against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesties loads our house. For those of old and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your ermines.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor. But he rides well, and his great love, sharp as a spur, hath opened to his own before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs themselves, and what is theirs in compt? To make their audit of your highness' pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hands. Conduct me to mine host, we love him highly, and shall continue our graces towards him. By leave your hostess.
Then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with his surcease success, that with this blow might be the be-all and the end. Here upon this bank and school of time, we'll jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment, that we must teach bloody instruction, which being taught returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our own poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against it. Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his facilities so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity, striding the blast of heaven's charity, forced upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself and falls on the other. How now, what news?
He is almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hawk drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale as what it did so freely? From this time, such I count thy love. Art thou feared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? they have made themselves, and that their fitness now doesn't make you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail! Screw your courage to the sticking place, and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall this day's hard journey soundly invite him. His 2 chamberlains will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our grey quell?
Bring forth men children only. Thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy 2 of his own chamber, and use their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death?
I am resolved to bend up each corporal agent to this terrible creature. Away, mock the time with fair show, false face doth hide, the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I haven't heard the clock.
She goes down at 12.
I take it is later, sir.
Hold. Take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. Take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature would give way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
Friend,
What, sir? Not yet addressed? The king's in bed.
being unprepared, our will became servant to defect. Jealous should free have brought.
All's well? I dreamt last night of the 3 weird sisters. To you they have showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we shall spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
You shall plead to my consent, and 'tis it shall make honor for.
In seeking to augment it, but still keep my bosom franchised and the regions clear, I shall be counseled.
Good repose, Lord.
Thanks, sir. But like to you.
Go bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, yet I see thee still. And on thy blade and dudgeon, gouts of blood which was not so before. There is no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now, as I thresh, he lives. Words the heat of deeds to cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hears not Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark, peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which gives the sternest good night. He is about it, the doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? No.
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. I laid the daggers ready, he could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband?
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended.
I.
Hark, who lies in the second chamber?
Donald Bane.
This is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in his sleep, and one cried murder, that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could not I pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
His deeds must not be thought after these ways. So, it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. Sore labor's back, depth of each day's life. Balm of hurt minds, great nature's second course. Chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water, and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Be firm of purpose. Give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are here? They pluck out my eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No, this, my hand, the rather multitudinous seas of Carnardy, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. You're knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
I am afraid to think what I have done, to know my deed, to best not know myself. Wait, Duncan, with thy knocking, I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hell Gate, he should grow old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. I said knock, knock, knock. I said knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here is a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Oh, come in time, farmer. I have napkins enow about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Get it? Sweat for it. Because we're in hell. Not the brightest farmer. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith. Here is an equivocator. Equivocator? means a con man, or as I like to call them, politician. Sorry. Here is an equivocator. One who could swear against the scale, on either scale, committed treason enough, for God's sake, it could not equivocate himself into heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Faith. Here is an English tailor, come hither, for stealing out of a French hose. Oh, come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Okay. Ever quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell. Devil porter it no further. I have thought to let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon. I pray you remember the porter.
To bed that you do lie so late.
Faith, sir, we were carousing to the second cock. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and, urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery, for it makes him stand to and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him in a sleep, and giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. But I requited him for his lie, and I think, being too strong for him, though he took up my legs sometime, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Not again, wait him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Tomorrow, both. The king stirring, worthy thing? Not yet. You did command me to call timely on him. I've almost slipped the hour. I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
Labor we delight in physics pain. This is the door. I'll make so bold to call. 'Tis my learned service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint some.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamentings heard in the air. Strange screams of death and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion, new hatch to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel fellow to it.
Horror! 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 Some your heart cannot conceive nor name it.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke open the Lord's anointed temple and stole that's the life of the building.
What is it you say? The light?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See and speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Dunsinane! Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep! Up! Up and see the great tomb's image! Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak, speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Banquo! Banquo, master's murder!
Oh, alas, what? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I prithee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere lees is left the vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh! By whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood, so were their daggers, which unwiped upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stab looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. There, the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make love known?
Help me hence.
Go to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues? That most may claim this argument for ours.
What should be spoken here? Where our fate hidden in an other hole may rush and seize us? Let's away, our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady, and when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer and exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence, against the undivulged pretense, I fight of treasonous malice.
So do I.
So on.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Duncan.
What do you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which a false man does easy. Out to England.
To Ireland, aye. Our separated fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore, the horse, let's not be dainty of leave taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft, which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
How goes the world, sir, now?
I see nothing.
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
It was Macbeth last night.
Alas the day, what good could they pretend?
They were sworn. Malcolm and Dunsinane, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still, thriftless ambition that will raven up thine own life means. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named me. One going to be invested.
Will you discount?
No, cousin. Lots of fight.
Well, I will thither.
What makes you think well done there? Do. We start on the ropes easier than our new.
Farewell.
Thou hast it now, King, corridor, lawns, all as the weird woman promised. And I fear thou plays most foully for it. Yet it was said that I myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why by the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope. But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir. I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, for the which my duties are with a most inestimable tie forever knit.
Friday this afternoon.
Ah, my good lord.
Should have else desired your good advice in this day's council, but we'll take tomorrow. Is it far, you run?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper.
Well, will not our feast, sir?
My lord, how will not?
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their ears with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, I to horse till we return at night. Adieu. Goes Fleance with you.
Ah, my good lord, our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, so I do commend you to their backs. Every man be master of his time, till 7 at night to make society the sweeter welcome. We will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Till then, God be with you. Sirrah, a word with you. Attend those men on pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in a safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, no son of mine succeeded. If it be so, for them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, to make them kings, the seeds of Banquo, kings! Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? Now go to the door. Stay there till we come. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was. So please, your highness.
All then, if you considered of my speeches, know that it was he in times past who held you so under fortune, but you thought had been our innocent self.
You made it known to us?
I did so. It went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. And in such bloody distance that his very being thrust against my nearest of life. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, asking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
I am one, my liege. When the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed, and I am reckless to what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disaster, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or regret on it.
Your spirit shine through you both. Within this hour, at most, I will advise you where to plant yourselves, and acquaint you with the perfect spy of time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight. Cleon's, his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves for it. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my
my
lord.
I will call upon you straight. Abide with him. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight. If you find heaven, let's find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Naught had, all spent, were our desires got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy, than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died, with them they think on. Thinks without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint, ere we will eat our meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly.
Gentle, my lord, sleek o'er your rugged looks, be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I live. So I pray to you, let your remembrance apply to Duncan, present him eminence both with eye and tongue, and make our faces visitors to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his Fleon lives.
But in them nature's copy's not eternal.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. How marvelous at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, hold it.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
Then stand with us. The west yet glimmers with sub-streaks a day. Now spurs the later travel at a pace to gain the timely end, and near approaches the subject of our watch.
To see.
Stand tuned.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Treachery. Ah! Fly, Leons! Fly! Thou mayst. Ah!
There's but one down.
The sun is fled.
We've lost the best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and say how much is done.
Know your own degrees and toast, as first and last a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourself will mingle with society, and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks their welcome.
See they encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Be large in mirth, nod, we'll drink a measure. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
Tis better thee without than he within. See dispatched.
My lord, his throat is cut that I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats, and she's good that did delightful Leons. If thou didst it, thou art the non-parade.
Most royal sir, Leon's escaped.
Come, fit again. Had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo's safe.
Ay, my good lord, safe in a ditch she lies.
Well, thanks for that. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrance. Here had we now our country's honor roofed, with the great person of our Banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please, your highness, to grace us with your royal company.
What is that moves, your highness?
Which of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory looks at me.
Gentlemen, lords, his highness is not well.
Stay, worthy friends, my lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray thee be still, drink and regard him not. Are you a man?
Aye, and a bold one that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan.
Prithee, see, right there. Behold, look, lo, how say? If I stand here, I saw him.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all. I drink to the general joy of all attendant, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. And all to him we thirst, and all to all.
And our duties and pledge.
Lodge, and quit my sight. Let the earth hide me. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no other.
What man dare? I dare! Take any shape but that! Hence, horrible shadow! Unreal mockery, hence! Why so being gone? I am a man. Pray you, be still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be that overcome us like a summer's cloud? You make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe, but now I think that you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
Pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stay not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health attend his majesty.
Kind good night to all.
Will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have by maggot pies and choughs and rooks set forth the secret of man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant seat. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am meant to know by the worst means, the worst. I am in blood, stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. Strange things I have in head, that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come, go to sleep. They are yet but young indeed.
What is done cannot be undone.
Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Thrice the brinded cat hath veered.
Thrice and once the hedge pig wide.
Harp your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
And by the pricking of my thumb,
something wicked this way comes.
Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags, what is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it. Answer me.
Speak.
Demand.
Will answer.
Say,
If thou hadst rather hear it.
from our mouths.
Or from our masters.
Call him, let me see him.
Double, double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thoughts.
Hear his speech,
But say thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware Macduff, beware the fane of fight. Dismiss me enough.
Whate'er thou art, I could caution thanks, thou hast touched my fear right. But With one word more.
He will not be commanded.
Here is another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
Had I 3 years, I'll hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
And live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make assurance, double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies, and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king?
Listen, but speak not to it.
The lion led proud and take no care, who chafes, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Birnam wood, Dunsinane hill, shall rise against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bend the tree, unfix his earthbound root? Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you. What noise is this?
Show his eyes and breathe his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down! Thy crown does sear mine eyeballs. A second, a third are like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? Fourth, starved eyes. What, will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? A seventh, I'll see no more. Yet the eighth appears. Horrible sight. Now I see it is true. The blood-altered Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. What? Is this so? Gone! Come in without there.
What your gracious will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. Who was it came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
This moment, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle of Macduff I will surprise, seize upon fight, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool this deed I'll do, before this purpose cool. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom? To leave his wife? To leave his babes? His mansion and his titles all in a place from whence himself does fly? He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For even the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear, nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
My dearest cuz, I pray you school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times, when we are traitors and do not know ourselves, when we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea each way you move. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be here again. Things at the worst will cease, or else climb upward to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Fathered he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay much longer, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sir, your father is dead. And what will you do? How will you live?
As birds do, mother.
What, with worms and flies?
With what I
care for. My father's not dead for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. And how wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
You'll find the still again.
He speaks with all my wit, and yet a faith with wit enough for me.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so.
Everyone that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
And must be hanged, all that swear and lie?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools, for there are liars and swearers enough to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Oh, God help thee, poor monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If my father were dead, you'll weep for him. And if not, then it were a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talkest.
Bless you, fair dame. I am not to you known, though in your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you will take a homely man's advice, hence with your little ones to fright you thus. Methinks I am too savage to do worse to you or fell cruelty. Heaven preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. I remember now that I am on this earthly world where to do harm is often laudable, to do good sometimes accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up this womanly defense to say that I have done no harm? Come, little bird, we must. What are these faces?
Where's your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified as these, where such as thou may find him.
He's a traitor.
The lies I shed, you villain!
What you ain't? No! Stop! Please! No! No, please, no! Stop!
No, it's okay. I'm right here.
Yes, kill me!
It's okay. I'm right here. It's okay.
Finally, others! You have found the line!
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep, sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men, bestride our downfall birthed him. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as it felt with Scotland, and yelled out like syllable of dolor.
I am thine and my poor country's companion. Whither indeed before they here approach? Old Seward, with 10,000 warlike men, all ready to point, are setting forth. Now we'll together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel.
See who comes here.
My countryman, but yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, the times move the means that make us strangers.
Very men.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where nothing but who knows nothing is once seen to smile. Where sighs and groans and shrieks that rent the air are made not marked. Where violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy. The dead man's knell, is there scarce asked for who? And good men's lives expire for the flowers in their caps, dying where'er they sicken.
A relation. Too nice yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That an hour's age doth hiss the speaker, each minute seems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace, and I did leave them.
Be not a order of your speech, how goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witness the rather, for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. Your iron scholar will create soldiers, make our men fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good Seward with 10,000 men, an older and a better soldier, none that Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer the comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled out in the desert air where hearing would not latch them.
Is it the general cause? Or a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some love, though the main part pertains to you alone.
Be mine. Keep it not from me quickly. Let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
I guess I.
Your castle was surprised. Your wife and babe savagely slaughtered. To relate on the manner on the quarry of those murdered deer, to add to the death of you.
Merciful heaven! What man near pull your hat on your brows? Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers to the o'erfraught heart and bids it break.
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that can be found.
I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. Oh, my pretty woman. Did you say oh? Oh, kind. Oh? What? Oh, my pretty chickens. And their dam at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it as a man. I cannot remember such things were that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all shook for thee. Not that I am, not for the road to marriage, but for mine, thou slaughter of their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart. Enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes and brag it with my tongue. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring thou this fiend of Scotland, and myself and my sword's life set him, and if he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This time goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking, and the powers above put forth their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long and never finds the day.
When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went to the field, I've seen her rise upon her bed, throw upon her nightgown, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all this while in the most fast sleep.
It's a great perturbation in nature. to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what, at any time, have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you, nor anyone having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes. There's her very guise upon my life fast sleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, I stood by her. She has her light by her continually. 'Tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses are shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is a custom action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I've known her continue this in a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks.
Out, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and fear. What need we fear? Who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
Aye.
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more that, my lord. No more that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She spoke what she should not. I am sure that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh.
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
I will not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of my whole body.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those who walked in their sleep and died wholly in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out one's grave. To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hands. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More need she the divine than the physician. God, forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So good night. My mind she is mated and amazed my sight. I think but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
His Uncle Seward and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them, and their dear causes went to the bleeding, and the grim alarm expect the mortified man.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad. Others who lesser hate him do call it violent fury, but for certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now, does he feel his secret murder sticking to his hands? Those he commands move only in command, never in love. Now, does he feel his title hang about him like a giant's robe upon a dwarvish beef?
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for being there?
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand and the chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
What is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bow and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery ere in report of us.
It shall be done. We learn no other, but the confidence setting down before it.
'tis his main hope. For where there is avenge to be given, both more and less have given him the revolt. And none serve with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent to.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will with due decision let us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative, their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue, strokes, must arbitrate, towards which advance the war!
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham wood, removed to Dunsinane, I cannot take here. What's the boy? Malcolm. Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth, for no man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. And fly false fames, and mingle with the English epicures. The heart I sway by and the mind I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor taint with fear. Devil damn thee mask, thou pale-faced loon, where goddest thou that goose look?
There's 10,000.
Geese filling.
Soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers patch?
The English force so please you.
Take thy face hence. See, I am sick at heart when I behold. See, and I say, see in!
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which has been reported.
I'll fight, till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on! Send out more horses, scour the country round, hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor! That's your patient, doctor.
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased, pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, and with some sweet, oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs! Oh, none of it! Come, put my armor. Give me my sword. I will not be afraid of death in vain, till Burnham wood remove to Dunsinane. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my good lord?
Wherefore was that cry?
My lord, she's dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. Poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Now comes to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but knew not how to do it.
Oh, say, sir!
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and in me thought the wood began to move. Then the stream on me, see it coming. I say a moving grove.
I pull in resolution, and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend. Fear not, till Burnham wood come to Dunsinane, and now wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm and out, if this which he avouches does appear, there's nor flying hence, nor tarrying here. I begin to be weary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell, blow wind, come wrack, at least we'll die with harness on our back.
Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Very well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Give they all breath, those clamorous harborings of blood and death.
Tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
I'll be afraid to hear it. My name's Macbeth.
Not pronounced a title more hateful to my ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou, tyrant, with my sword I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Thou wasn't born of woman. But swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by a man that some woman bore.
That way the noise is! Tyrant, show thy face. If thou be a slain with no stroke of mine, your wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. Let me find him, fortune, or I beg not.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Was I see lies, the gashes do better upon them. All men else, I have avoided thee. Get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of mine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain that turns to give thee out! Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Thou loosest labor, as easy mayst thou the entrenchant air with thy keen sword impress, as make me bleed. Fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. must not yield to one of woman born.
Spare thy charm, and let the angel whom thou slast serve tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped.
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze the time.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, or to be bathed by the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would do come to Dunsinane, and now blows being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body, I throw my warlike shield. Lay on Macduff, and damned be him that first Christ holds. Enough!
I would the friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess been confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
He is dead.
Aye, and brought off of the field. For your cause of sorrow might not be called by his worth, for that hath no end.
And he is hurts before.
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have heirs, I would not wish them to a fair death. And so his knell is knolled.
He's worth more sorrow than I'll spend him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. And so God be with him. Here comes new comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see the compass with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland. Hail, King of Scotland.
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth the earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do which will be planting newly with the time, as calling home our friends abroad that fled the snares snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his reed-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else it calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time and place. So thanks to all at once and to each one whom we invite to see us cry